What's up, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it. As always, if you could, please hit the like button, subscribe button, notification button. Make sure you stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. And today, I want you to imagine that you were planning on going on a trip. Maybe it's to Australia, maybe it's to London, maybe you're going to Hawaii, and you weren't going by yourself. You were going with a significant other. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, plans changed. Well, we're going to talk about that today. I'm going to give my viewpoint and we're going to see what the thread discussion comments have to say. This is a thread review, by the way, and it's by a guy by the name of Izeri. He posts about relationships, one of his recent relationships. And he starts off by saying, we were supposed to come to Japan together. I booked the flights. She booked the hotel. But 2 weeks before the trip, she texted me, I don't think I could do this anymore. I asked the trip. She replied, us. So here am I. Same itinerary, just one less passenger. Would you still go on the trip or cancel everything? Now, first of all, let me just say this is tough, right? Imagine you have something planned with a significant other, someone that you care about, and the next thing you know, they hit you with the I can't do this anymore. Now, we don't know why she would say such, but regardless, I think a lot of us have been in that situation before where a significant other has said they just can't do it anymore. And it's caught us off guard, especially when we know we've been doing the right things. Then it's like, whoa, okay, what happened? And first and foremost, my condolences to this brother, because it sucks. It sucks hearing that, especially when you've had all these things planned and who knows what else might have transpired on the trip. Maybe he was going to propose. Maybe it was just, it could have been their first trip together, whatever the case may be. But either way, taking a trip overseas is not a small feat, especially when you're bringing someone with you. And for me, I'm going to just say, as hard as it would have been, I'm going to Japan. Guess what? I'm still going. Me personally, I'm probably going to give my ticket to one of my best friends or, something of the sort, somebody who wants to tag along with me. So that's just me. But let's read what some of these comments have to say. So CT Bashuan says, keep going if you want to cry or just simply be sad. At least you cry in Japan. Yeah, either way, you got to go. Acknowledge your feelings, cry, be upset, but still go. You paid for the trip. So Taco Truck says, go. You no longer have to compromise on what you want to do or when you want to do it. Jonas Gardner says, if Japan was on your bucket list, then go. If Japan was on her list, cancel, go somewhere you want to go. That's a good idea. Sadicio says, have the time of your life and send her the pics. Was there in June. Had a fabulous month. Enjoy. I wouldn't be sending her anything. That's just me personally. Yeah, have the time of your life. I agree with the first part. Second part, I ain't sending you nothing. We done. I'm just saying. And that's not to be bitter or anything like that, but there is no communication. You don't want to make it work. I just did it says, I could go with you. Straight up. But if not, I'd explore Japan alone. Is the best. So you should go. Cancel her parts if you can. Or if you pay for it, make this totally your own trip anyways. Let's see. Keep going down. McDread says, take a friend. If I were you, being alone on this trip would just remind me of what just happened, especially when you see couples everywhere. Yeah, I would try to bring a friend. Best case scenario. But worst case scenario, I'm still going on the trip. Leilani Penguin 92 says, I don't understand the question. Have fun. I mean, the question is, it's plain and simple. What should he do? Teeny Butterfly 17 says, just go. You just may meet the person you're supposed to be with. Hey, you never know. Nita Ray says, just cancel one ticket and go have fun. Who knows, you might meet someone on the trip. R. Jamek says, it's the perfect place to just reflect and be alone. Just came back, went by myself, and it was life-changing. Take the time you need to process and grief. Go and enjoy Japan and enjoy life. Unfortunately, people come and go all the time. All we can do is be thankful we were able to have the time with them. Solid advice. Charlotte City Tasha says, go. Post pictures every day of the amazing time on whatever social media platform she watches. Solo traveling is not a death sentence. The freedom to do whatever you want to do is like a drug. Go, go, go. Why does everybody keep saying, trying to get her attention? I don't know how I feel about that. Like, stop trying to get her attention. This woman did not want to be with you. You guys, when somebody doesn't want to be with you, man or woman, whatever, right? You don't go about posting and doing things and sending him or her stuff just to get their attention. Let it go. It's over. You just deal with it. It happens, right? Tommyville Real 85 says, if you wanted to go before you met her, go. If you didn't want to go or didn't even know it was an option before you met her, don't go. Bump that. I'm still going. Last comment. The 1788 says, I was heartbroken mid of my solo travel. I remember at that time I went to Rabbit Island. Suddenly, at that moment, I felt the first time that Allah was with me all along. Since then, I never missed my prayer, and it was a very calm journey. You might get something to just go. Yeah, so the bottom line at the end of the day, I hope this brother ended up going, or I hope he ends up going and really just enjoying himself and having the time of his life. Life is too short to not experience things. I know it sucks that you want to experience it with someone, but at the same time, still do your thing. You never know what may happen out there. And, hey, you're going to make some great memories. Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Once again, as always, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content, and I'll check you on the flip side. Peace.